Ladies, today we are going to talk about everything that you want to know for the Startsea Voyages in Petit Planet. It's available since your second day in the game, and to start one you can go talk to Assassinii or go directly to your car. To go on a Startsea Voyage you need batteries, and for that you can win them in various stages of the planet growth of your neighbors, or you can buy 2 per day in the Lumi Mart. The first one is 800 Lumi and the second one is 1200 Lumi, and so if you do all your daily Lumi quests you should have enough to buy the 2 batteries per day for free. I highly recommend that you buy those 2 every day, even if you don't have the time to go explore, because you can save them up and then go explore multiple times when you have time later. Just so you know, also your battery is only depleting when you're driving on the first time you enter the islet, but you can stay as long as you want on the islet itself. It will not take any battery for your car. Now let's talk about your car. On explorations, you can go get islet Luca drops. This is extremely important that you will collect all the islet Luca drops that you can find, and those will be useful to upgrade your car to last longer on 1 battery, to unlock new tidal islets, and also to get other cool improvements for your car, like boosts or better engines to go in different stratums. Or in the future you can also accumulate ton and get a super cool paint job. Talking about those paint jobs for your car, some of them are also buyable by Dough, and I saved up for so long to buy this cute one at the end, and I'm so happy I did. By the way, it will take 1 day to get the new paint done on your car once you order it. To help you on your Startsea journey, you can pick 2 neighbors with you. Be sure to pick 2 different neighbors that have complementary skills. You don't want 2 neighbors that will both pick the fish and both take the bugs and everything, and no one to hit the trees, for example. So you need to find a good combination of skills that you can do yourself or have them do on the island. But also don't take always the same ones, because if you go in the star curve for your neighbors in the journey section, you will get bonuses for the number of time that you took that particular neighbor with you on Startsea Voyages, so you need to mix them up so that you upgrade them all. So now you are exploring the Startsea. First of all, you need to know that jumping with your car to go on a specific islet and just driving around is going to take battery power. So don't drive around unless you know exactly where you're going, so try to remember where you've been or not and be efficient. You have the minimap that turns and you have north, south, everything, and also you can see the places that you've not been to have a question mark, and the places that you've been to will have a logo that's corresponding to what was on that island, specifically more fish or more critter or more bugs or more fruits or something like that. And so that will help you try and remember where you've been. So always aim for the question mark first. Sometimes you will also see islets that will have question mark and a lock. That means that you cannot unlock it yet, and when the lock has been opened, that means that you have collected enough islet Luca drops to be allowed to enter that islet. You don't need to spend it there, it's just it unlocks when you have collected that many. There are 3 strata in your Startsea, so there's like layers. And the first one only lets you visit islands in your own galaxy. So if you're in Hexia, you will only encounter Hexia type islets. If you go to the 2nd or 3rd stratum, you will find islets from different galaxies. And you can also start from a friend's planet and go talk to Assassinii there and go to a Startsea Voyage from their planet. And if they're in a different galaxy than you will see different islets around you. So this is a really cool way of finding new islets. So once you've done everything in your own strata, be sure to aim for the spiral thingy that has a up arrow to go one up. I think there's only 3 at the moment in the beta, but probably they will add a ton more and there will be an infinite dungeon in the future. But once you have done 1, you need to go straight to the 2nd floor to be able to keep exploring. And if you have done the 2nd, you need to also find this 1 to the 3rd. And so you first need to go straight there to start exploring the strata that you want. And there's usually 2 different places where you can go up and also down when you're at the top. So once you're on one of those islets, those look like tiny islands on the Startsea, but are like small planets. This is everything that you can encounter. There will usually be 1 or more, up to 5 I've seen so far, islet looker drops. Those are really like water drops, and those you need to take them. You should not leave the islets before having found them all. Sometimes it's annoying because there's a puzzle or something, but we'll talk about that later. Then there's usually a chest hidden somewhere, and in there will be tree sap, which is very important at the beginning, and sometimes something else. Sometimes you will see some kind of a shopping cart, and there you can buy some seeds for the trees and for the flowers, and you can also usually find super rare inspo card and some tree sap and some mineral. So you can buy stuff there. I usually don't buy the seeds because I trowel all the plants myself. I'll talk more about that. But I usually get the tree sap and some of the things that are really cheap and that you can afford. And be very careful. For the inspo card, if you already have one in your inventory, it will say that you have one. But if you have already memorized it and it's now in your crafting bench and you have now 0 of that, it will not say that you have one already, even though you might have learned that already. So before spending the 500 dough to buy the inspo card, go check if you don't already have that one thing. And also be sure to come on the Startsea Voyage with, I would say, at least 1,000, 1,500 dough, so that you have enough to buy 2 or 3 inspo cards if you need to, because those are really the thing. I was on one that I saw a gorgeous inspo card that I could not buy because I had not enough money. You cannot sell anything to this card to make more money. And now it will be a pain for me to find that islet again to return there. So don't do like me and bring enough dough so you can buy it. And of course what you will find is tons of trees, flowers, bushes, and creatures. I highly suggest that you take all the creatures, so the fish and the bugs, because most of them, especially the highest that you'll go, will be new ones, especially at different times of day or different biomes. So you will need them all, and so don't leave before taking them all. Also, even if you have seen it, you still need to have gotten many for all the achievements to come, so get them all. And if you see plants and trees, I highly suggest, at least at the beginning, that you take your shovel and you take at least, I would say, 5 of all the new things that you see, so you can plant it again on your own island. I think it's a lot better to take the whole tree and put it back on your planet as a big tree instead of waiting for it to grow from the seed or from a seedling. I have not had the best luck with that. I don't understand how to actually make it do well. And if it's something that you especially like and that you want tons of to decorate your planet, think of that and already pick them all. So there's the action of harvesting or like pick up like a flower or the thing on the tree. But if you go with your shovel, you can actually put the whole plant in your pockets, and that's the best. And sometimes you will find a new neighbor. So this is the most exciting things. There will be 4 neighbors that you can go find on various islets in the Startsea, and this is so cool. This is the new people that you want to bring to your planet, so of course you want to go visit them all and find them. Just so you know, the new neighbors will most likely be on bigger islets that have a fireplace, like you see a fire, rather than the smallest islets. But not all the ones with a fire will have neighbor. Now, the higher you go in the Startsea, the more difficult will it get to find the islet look-a drop. So at the end you just see it somewhere, then it starts to be a little bit hidden, and then you'll start encountering places where you actually need to do something to get the islet look-a drop. Sometimes you can find one big drop that is worth 3 or even 5 look-a drops at the same time, so you don't have to always find like 5 individual ones, but sometimes there are several ones hidden on the same island. So let me tell you a little bit of the things that I have seen that will help you do the puzzles, and then maybe I will do specific videos for each of the puzzles if some of them are too hard. Just let me know. So sometimes you will see, for example, a pond that is in a shape of an arrow, so you're like, maybe at the bottom of the point of the arrow there's something to do, or like the flowers are in a certain pattern. It makes you think that there's something to do here. Sometimes you will find like a chair all alone somewhere, and you're like,